What is up, YouTube? Connor Todd 1818 here with you today, and as you can see, I am running a brand new copy of Windows 8. Now, the reason I did this originally was to create a video that kind of built off of my dual booting Windows 8 and Windows 7 video, and it showed you the actual installation and how to install it on a partition. And then I was about to delete the partition with all the Windows 8 on it, but then I figured, wait a second, I can use this one as my professional copy for my YouTube channel. So everything that will be done on YouTube will probably be seen on, you'll probably see this version of Windows 8. And I'll keep the old one for my personal use because it was kind of, I didn't really like how the photos were going through and you were able to see my personal stuff that maybe I didn't want you seeing. And so I do like the concept of having a copy just for my YouTube channel. And so then I thought, well, I'll start, making videos showing you the way my Windows 8 progresses. And so that really kind of planted itself in my mind. And so I thought, what did I do first when I got my copy of Windows 8? And personalization jumped to my mind immediately. I personalized Windows 8 to the extent that I knew before I even started downloading apps and updating apps. And as you can see, I left my apps and I have 15 apps available for update in the store. And so that is something that I chose to do, and that is something I think a lot of people care about, because with Windows, a lot of people want it personalized. At least I do, and I know a lot of people that I talk to a lot do. They like having their computer be their computer. I like the fact that Windows 8 does not force you to look at something that somebody else liked, somebody that was developing Windows 8 liked. You can change just about everything. And I think that Windows 7 allowed you to do that to a certain extent with changing your background, changing the toolbar color, changing where your taskbar was placed, whether it was up here, 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 or down here. I think that Windows 8 really expanded on that and allowed you to make it truly your computer. And one of the major things that I saw immediately is up by my name, the account picture. I really like having the account picture now. I can change it to that black one or this white one. I like this white one better. And the reason I use the YouTube logo is just because it is for my YouTube channel. And I'll probably change that because I really can't stick with much, including a background, for more than a week before I get tired of it. But then, of course, the start screen comes to mind. And not only can you change the color of the start screen, I'm on orange right now, I'm not really sure. I usually stick with red, but the orange really kind of popped out to me when I was setting things up. But you can change the background little image, the design, whether you like the leaves, the little, I guess, rays, just the plain old professional look, the musical look, the gears. All of that is personalizable for you, and I think that that is actually really cool that your computer then can tell you, or can tell people what kind of person you are, whether you like music, whether you're using the computer just for professional use. I think that that actually is a good way to express who you are. And then, of course, the lock screen. And I've praised this lock screen over and over and over again, just because I love what they did with it. Not only are there really cool backgrounds, such as like the piano keys. I think that's really innovative. And just the fact that you can customize the lock screen. That's cool. You don't have to use a third-party app to customize the lock screen. But it also has your personal information. So it allows you to see the time, the date, if you have any calendar updates, emails, or maybe even if you have a mobile phone, if you got any text messages. And then what each thing says. So you can set one priority. So if mine is emails and I got an email from Joe, it'll say Joe and then it'll tell me like the subject or something. Whereas calendar will tell you what time and what the actual event is. And I think that's actually a really cool customizable feature that Windows 7 didn't really touch on very well. The next thing is users. I know that has been there, but Windows 8 really makes it easy for you to customize all the different users in your profile or your version of Windows 8. And I think that they did a really nice job of integrating users together, being able to switch them, being able to add them, and it really opens up the ability to have multiple different people on one computer. I know they did that before in Windows, and it works. But in Windows 8, and Windows 7 did it, but you had to switch and it was a pain. Windows 8, you could make one big computer your family computer and have 6 or 7 different accounts on it with people's different emails, all their personalized tiles, all of their personal photos, all that good stuff in each profile. And I think that's actually a really nice feature that a lot of people take for granted. So that pretty much covers the start. There's not much to it. As you can see, I have a pretty blank start menu, no updated apps, no new apps, and Camtasia, Google Chrome, and WinRAR were just needed for videos, this video actually. The desktop. The pinnacle of customization in all of the old Windows, in Mac, and frankly in Linux. It is what allows you to decide what you want your friends or you to see when you're doing your work. And Windows never ceases to amaze me with their nice backgrounds. This is a pretty nice background. I like it. I mean, a lot of people probably think, yeah, it's girly or something. It doesn't matter. It's your computer. It's simple. It's easy to look at. It's not too much. You're not constantly looking at your background. And I think the best backgrounds for me are the ones that don't draw my attention that much. Some that, just are soothing to look at. But if it's drawing my attention, then I'm constantly like, I'm getting bored of that. I'm going to change it. And so I go through backgrounds a lot. And I always end up reverting back to just the Windows default background for some reason. But to change it, you just right-click and go to Personalize. You can also personalize through Settings and Personalization. But as you can see, this looks very familiar. You can go to Desktop Background and Browse. So if I want to go here, go to Desktop, hit OK. And I want this. Yep. 200 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I hit 200 subscribers yesterday, and I know I haven't released any new videos out in a little while. But I've got like 3 queued up. I'm ready to upload them. But I'm so glad that you guys feel the need to subscribe to me, and you like me, and you like what I'm doing, and it really helps me out when you guys subscribe. And I know I say thank you every single video, but thank you so much for everything that y'all have done for me and my channel. But I will get off the thanking. You can see that I have my background like that, and if I go into color, it has an automatic option. I like that. It detects a color that would go well with your background and uses that to, change everything, including the borders. I really like that, but I'm going to change it to gray because, sometimes it you like a different color to go with it better. But I do think that this might have a little much going on, too much going on. So I will eventually end up changing this. And so, of course, that's very customizable. But that's very similar to Windows 8. Or to Windows 7, my bad. Something that people don't even realize are customizable are your tiles. Such as the weather tile. You can set it so that certain apps, or certain times of, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to enter a location. I'm going to go to Memphis, Tennessee. That's just a city that came to my mind. I don't live there. But as you can see, it's very customizable using Bing Weather. So now if I go back to my start screen, the weather app will flash through the selected city. So it's 44 degrees in Memphis. Or say I was going to add New York. I could do that. Again, I'm not really... I don't live in either of these places, but it is kind of a cool way to customize your computer to give you the information that you want, you know, so that you're not getting all this useless information. You're getting all the stuff that you desire. And not only that, but it syncs with this computer. So if I go into my start and I'm signed into my other account, you can see that this computer is synced with it, so it has all the different places, all the news stories that I like. So say I like football I like football and I don't like the SkyDrive, I can switch them out, and so that football tells me more what's going on than the SkyDrive does. Just an example. And then of course your customization when it comes to the apps. So say I want the People apps to be smaller, I can make that smaller. And I want, let's see, what do I want? I want Internet Explorer to be bigger. And it's not going to let me make it bigger. Shoot, that was a terrible example. The maps to be bigger. And it's not going to do it either. But that's pretty much it. As you can see, personalization is a huge feature in Windows 8. See you guys.